H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. Oh my God. Impactful Tuesday. Things happening last night. I don't, man, I don't even know where to start. So much stuff happening yesterday. What's up, big coach? Big coach, boy, I got you. Boy, I got big coach. See, I got you. We got to talk about that, big coach. I hadn't had time, big coach. I'm gonna tell you on this West Coast. I'm telling you, as soon as I get off this show, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I'm taking advantage of the opportunities and things that I'm doing out here. So as soon as I get off this show, I'm gone. I'm gone. And so I'm gonna squeeze you. I got to call you because I love your stuff that you sent me. It was cool. All right. So let's get this. What's up? What's up, Herb? Herb, wait. What city you in? Cause we're gonna talk about some stuff today. Y'all might as well share this show. I'm just telling you right now. Uh, Wait a minute. I don't know what is it. Hold on. Yeah, let me see. Let me see what I just posted. Okay. Y'all, it's gonna be all right. let me, hold on. It's gonna be all right, y'all. It's gonna be all right. I mean, at the end of the show, I got somebody came. See, what I'm trying to get. I need y'all to share the show. Everybody share it. Everybody share it. I think I've already shared it. Because this high school basketball stuff is getting just ridiculous. Guys getting sensitive about everything. Parents getting sensitive about everything. And, parents, we can't get sensitive about this basketball. You just got to keep getting better. Y'all, it's just a sensitive nature out here. You got all we doing, y'all. It kills me when we come on this show. A shout out to Henry Kakulia, Herb Baker, Jay Jackson. Shout out to Jeremy Davis and Big Coach. But y'all, Big Coach, what I'm finding out is, even people that I know, we're giving this vast array of information and knowledge on this show. And I know it's good because my emails, I know it's good. But I just don't think we're getting it out to the masses. We just don't want, and if I can, and y'all, it ain't for me. Y'all, I'm all right. Y'all, it ain't for Jimmy. It's for y'all. And sometimes I just think some of y'all don't want the people to be educated and the people to understand what's going on. Now, if it was some foolishness, y'all like foolishness. But Sonya, thank you, Sonya, for sharing. Sonya Sandifer. And the people that sharing, and I know sometimes you just get on here and just want to listen. You ain't thinking about nothing. But share the show. You tell somebody, text somebody, tell somebody. Because I know I'm going to tell you something that you ain't never heard before. Here's a dude get on here the other day. I never forget. Dude from my hometown. Prophet is without honor in your own hometown. That's biblical. But he get on here and tell me, yeah, I know about the 2025 Project 25. Yeah, but a lot of people don't. Just sit back and listen And I promise you, I'm going to tell you something you ain't heard yet. Unless you done read that 900-page document. I mean, I never forget it. I never get it. I mean, but some people just can't help it. They can't help it. Y'all, yeah, I promise y'all, when y'all tell me something, and I see something, and if y'all based it in fact, and y'all back it up with fact, do y'all know I take a picture of it and go make it? Did y'all know that? Because I want to know if y'all got some information out there, Eric Boone. Eric Boone, a great example. Me and him talk on the phone. And he comes with me with stuff. And if I don't have the answer, I go get the answer. All I'm trying to make, because I ain't trying to be, it don't help me. Yo, it don't help me helping y'all. I ain't getting no money. I ain't getting nothing for helping y'all. Nothing. Y'all didn't even send me a cash app for my birthday. Nobody asked. So when I'm doing this, understand what I'm doing it for. When Jimmy, we doing this, then we have somebody, and I'm gonna bring on a guest today. We have people coming on the screen late, talking about stuff that we ain't even talked about on the show. Talking about it was college coaches. I imagine it was college coaches all over the country. I don't think yesterday we talked about nothing about no college. I didn't. I never talk about no college coach. Because I'm smart enough to know I don't need but one coach to say yes. Y'all the one need all these coaches so y'all can put all the edits up on there. Oh, my son got your 7,000 scholarship. Mamas and daddies he can't use but once. Y'all need to share the show. He can't use but one of the scholarship. Can't get but one. I got some information for y'all too. Oh yes. Y'all need to text, tag, and tell somebody to get on this show today. Because it's for y'all. It ain't for me. I done navigated my son through this. And my grandson, he gonna be all right. Because he's almost 2. So guess what we doing? We making preparations right now to make sure that he can choose whatever college he want to choose. Instead of them choosing him, he can choose where he want to go. Thank you, Alfio. Alfio, I saw y'all on the football field the other day. I love to see you on the football field. Quit talking about basketball and stay on the football field. But Alfio, it's going to be a unique show today. It's a million ways I'm going to go. What's up, Michael Smith? Shout out to Michael Smith. He's on here. Shout out to everybody. Eric Boone, Sonia. I called out everybody. I'm going to call out everybody who come on. I just need y'all to share the show. And I'm just taking my time because I got to take my time. Got to give me some more water because we're in a sad, it's a sad place in our world. Sad in politics. Got to purse people in my eyes. Y'all got to realize, and I'm going to tell this story. So sometimes, y'all, I got to tell you a story. When long time ago, when Penny came out of college, he was, it's documented. This guy used to befriend Penny, was friends with a drug dealer, okay, when he was young. Young, impressionable 16, 17-year-old boy, 16, 15, 16-year-old boy. So if you go and get if you go get that Sports Illustrated Penny on the front of it, he got shot in the foot by hanging with this guy. Guys tried to rob him. They shot backwards, and bullet ricocheted off the curb. Out of all the people out there, they hit Penny in the foot. Out of all the people out there, it hit the basketball player in the foot. Um, so he was sitting up in the bed, you know. So when we were going to visit teams, you know, the teams pre-draft, teams do their due diligence on you. So went to see these other teams. They didn't say nothing about it. But we went to Golden State. Never forget it. I went to Golden State and I met with Don Nelson. I'll forever, I, I'll forever be in his debt. Because he gave me some, ladies and gentlemen, some information. Just like I'm giving y'all information. I could have said, Don, you think you know it all. I'm not going to listen to what you say. Yeah. You know, I could have said that, Kimber. But Kimber, I'm telling you a story about the pre-draft process of Penny Hardaway, one of my clients. I never forget. So I go out there. He said, Robert, I want him. We get him. He said, but Robert, tell me about what's going on with this drug stuff, the drug deal. You got to tell it. You got to give it to me straight. He said, because I said, you the only one he came in. So I knew it was a problem. So what I did, I went back to Memphis, talked to the sheriff's department, because I had friends in the sheriff's department, and told them my dilemma. I got the NBA saying, what's going on? What's going on with this? What's the relationship dynamic with this guy? This guy was in jail, right? And I said, it's a new dynamic. I'm his mentor now, right? So, but I had to figure something out, Tanya. So, Tanya, I went back to Memphis. So the sheriff told me, look, Robert, we just got a lot of money, extra money for drug seizures, you know, from seizing, you know, drug busts. He said, and we're going to want to put this in the community. So we came up with this program called Be Smart, Stay Clean, and Keep the Dream. Penny, be smart, stay clean, and keep the dream. The sheriff department in concert with Penny Hardaway. So we had life-size posters of him sent to every team in the top, I think top five. We know he wasn't going to them other teams, but I think we took 10 of them out, and we sent that package and that campaign straight to those teams before the draft, because they heard something else, but we wanted to let them know who this kid really is. But the reason I'm bringing this up was because that campaign lowered the crime in Memphis by such an astronomical percentage. It got the attention of the White House. So Bill Clinton came down to give Penny an award, right? We at I think the pyramid, wherever it was. We was at the pyramid. So we all got to realize when the president comes, our president candidate, the Secret Service sweeps, I don't know the perimeter, but your ass better be counted for wherever you at within a certain perimeter. And I'll never forget, y'all, I didn't know we weren't supposed to move when he was coming in. So I went to the restroom, right? I went to the restroom as I was coming back. The Secret Service stopped me. And they said, where you from? I said, I'm from Memphis. Give me your driver's license. Now, y'all, I'm the reason this shit happening. I gave him a driver's license. Guess what my driver's license had on it? Houston, Texas. He said, I thought you said you was from Memphis. I said, I live in Houston. So they detained me until the press secretary, I forgot the lady's name. She came over and said, oh, whoa, leave him alone. So when I think about how intensive the Secret Service is, I just went to the restroom and came back, but I moved while the president was about to speak. And you mean to tell me you got a guy on a roof outdoors not far from where the president is speaking, and nobody knew he was on the roof? And now, and if people just to forget about that and won't think about that, and I'm talking about Donald Trump, when I just don't, because I know how these people work, Kevin Freeman. I know how these people work. So I ain't trying to give you no conspiracy theory. I'm just saying, open your eyes. All this stuff going against him. The Epstein letters, stuff coming up. All of this stuff coming on here. And then all of a sudden, it's an attempt on his life. At that closer range, I'm glad Kevin Freitman, the only one listening to this, and we out here, and this kind of stuff is happening in this world. They stopped me. I went to the restroom. I'm gonna get back to that. But I got to share this with y'all. Breaking news: Skip Bayless is leaving FS1. His last show will be later this summer. Shannon Sharpe left him and became an icon. And now he leaving the show. Absolutely right, Sonya. Sonya, it ain't just 45, Sonya. It ain't him. It's the people who with him. See, we keep worried about 45. Sonya, I'm worried about the people who support him. Some of them look like me and you, Sonya. I'm gonna have a guest on the show. I think a guest supposed to call in. I hope we didn't do no test, so I hope. So, thank you. 2 miles per hour. Them folks don't play, man. If you ever been around the president before, even when Barack Obama came to Houston, you ever been, man, this stuff is, it's, Paul Miranda, I got you. I've been seeing your tweets. But, it wasn't for him to be alive. Listen, I keep telling you, I ain't mad at Trump. Trump, he's not a buffoon now. I ain't mad at him. I'm mad about his followers. The people that cool with y'all. Y'all think that's cool with y'all? And follow that dude. Them the ones you got to worry about. He ain't hurting you. Them the person who gonna go and hit that lever. Don't shoot at him. Don't take him out like that. Take him out in the voting booth. That's what he want. Right? But let me go. Skip Bayless, that left Shannon Sharpe, got famous. His career, it ended with insensitive coverage. When Damar Hamlin, that night he talked crazy about Damar Hamlin, and Shannon Sharpe said, man, I can't be on the show with this dude. Van Jones, all you Van Jones, I told y'all, all your skin folk ain't your kinfolk. They be putting these black-faced Negroes in white spaces on this TV and they'll just say anything. That's the same dude that Jeff Bezos, out of all the organizations in the world, Jeff Bezos go get the money to his clown ass. And he up there talking about when Donald Trump walked in after his tragedy and he can't. Unbelievable. So we got stuff like that going on. We got girls like Amber Rose. These folks so stupid they think that we listen to Amber Rose. You know what that is, Barry. They think that Robert Hatter is going to listen to Amber Rose. Y'all, where my notes at? Hold up. She got up there and speak about, I'm where I need to be. Can't make this up. Kanye West's girlfriend, who's claimed the flame. I shouldn't say this, but I got to be graphic. Was pleasuring Kanye by sticking her fingers in his rectum. She was the featured speaker at the Republican National Convention. Just to remind everybody, the party of the pedophile felon and the family values party, she spoke. They didn't let Candace, all that stuff that Candace Owens did, they didn't let her little nappy head ass speak. No, he didn't get no empathy vote back. I'm not. No. I disagree with your words. I disagree with your. Show me the facts. That's just your opinion. I ain't said nothing about no empathy vote. You might have thought like that. You can say it, but he ain't got no empathy vote back. Come on, man. Y'all got to. Empathy? Empathy? Do you know what empathy means? That means I got to feel for him. Feel with him. No. But that's her claim to fame. And Joy Reid read her. I'm not playing her speech because her speech ain't pretty bad. But this what Joy Reid did, y'all. This what I find us doing wrong in our community. Where's Joy Reid? Watch this.
So it's ironic that they were able to recruit this young woman who, and she's a racially ambiguous. I don't want to say she's black because she has said she's not. So I don't want to say this black woman, this woman who is of whatever race that she has claimed. She said she's not black. But they brought somebody whose whole career is based in black culture. She used to be on a show on BET. That's the reason most people know who she is. She dated one of the most prominent African-American rappers in the business in the history of hip-hop. So her whole culture came from black culture, even though she says she's not a black person herself. And the fact that she is now the person they're using to try to recruit young people of color and to say that this is the person who is the endorser of Donald Trump who you should trust, when she won't even claim the culture that brought her to the table, I'm dubious that this will work. I don't know anyone who takes their political cues from Amber Rose, but just in case you do, you might want to duplicate doing your own research because she might not have done it thoroughly.
I think when we look at...
And I implore you, and y'all got to hear me on this one because I'm going to be because at first I was Jay Jackson. Where are your facts? I'm going to put it up on the screen. Y'all got. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this here first. I just had two comments that I just don't agree with, but you're welcome to put them up there. I just don't agree with it. I just don't. I just don't. This man said it's gonna be tough keeping him out. That's a lie from the pit of hell. The lie because it's niggas be coming out here playing like they gonna vote for him, vote against him and voting against. Ain't gonna be hard to get him out. Give me your facts. Why it's gonna be hard to beat him out? He got beat the last time. He gonna get beat this time. How in the hell? Why is it gonna be hard? Give me your facts to tell me it's gonna be hard to keep him out. That's number one. With Biden, cognitive. What? Give me some of Biden cognizant issues. Since you put that up there, cause let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. If you put it up on this screen, you got to explain yourself. Talking about, and then this. Luckily, for the reason the kid wasn't one on the shooting team. How would you say? Where you get that? What make you say that? Come out your and put that? Maybe I need to let you call in. What make you say them words right there? Somebody look at them words for me. Somebody explain this to me. It's going to be tough keeping him out. Every election is tough. You probably didn't think Barack was going to win. You didn't think, and Joe is the president now. So if his cognitive issues are issues, then we in trouble right now. He got one of the most qualified vice presidents in the world ever in history. She is the most decorated and qualified vice president candidate in the world. And you done oversee and look at your words, Jay Jackson. I just want you to see him up on the screen. It's going to be tough keeping him out with Biden cognizant issues. What cognizant issue he has? Reginald Simpson, you name me one. He been on the campaign trail campaigning all day. And a guy on the show lying, lie after lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. And you say he got cognitive issues? But you ain't saying nothing about the other crazy something. The other one, I know your words told me a lot, Mr. Jackson, today. You put that up on him, and then, luckily for the reason the kid wasn't on the shooting team. Kid was a freaking plant. The hell you talking about? Kid wasn't supposed to kill him no way. It's going to be tough keeping him out. Not if your black ass vote. Yo, stuff like that kills me. That's why I put it on the screen. It's going to be tough keeping him out. Why? Give me some reasons why it's going to be tough keeping him out. He going to make your black ass vote for him? He going to make your friends vote for him? He ain't made me do a damn thing but get on this show and talk more against him. And all I ask for, what are Biden's cognizant issues? Y'all see what I'm talking about? People would just run their mouth and put stuff up on the screen. And I told y'all, when y'all put it on the screen, I'm looking at your words. I don't know you as a man. I'm looking at your words. Words are powerful. That's what you think. If that's what you put out there, luckily for the kid, wasn't on the shooting team. This ain't nothing to play about. I think that thing was staged. But let me keep going, Mark. We got to quit this, y'all. Y'all, we got to quit this N-word mess. Because if you're saying it on this, you're saying it at home. And I'm trying to renew your mind. I'm trying to liberate you, brother. Liberating is freedom. Got to watch them words, man. It's going to be tough keeping him out. No, it's not. His ass got his ass beat the last time. He got his ass beat so bad he was trying to cheat. Why? It's so hard. Because of Biden cognitive issues. You don't know nothing about Biden. You never met him. The hell you know he got? What? You got that from the news. He tore a new asshole in Lester Holt, a brother, yesterday. Lester Holt's asking him all that other stuff like you to ask. He said, man, let me tell you something. He says, funny. This the guy with cognitive issues. He says, funny. How y'all let a dude just go and lie and lie and lie, lie after lie. And ain't never one of y'all talking about that. And you come and asking me about some bull. In other words, about some bullshit crap. If you and I was in a debate and I'm constantly lying and lying and lying and lying, and Jay, you saying, wait a minute, man. Hey, y'all gonna stop this? I want to know what his cognitive issues are. Because he seemed pretty damn bright to me. Y'all watched that little sorry ass debate, which was state. I told y'all. Hold on. I told y'all. Watch this. I told y'all. Watch this. Let me find the picture. So just in case you didn't, let me find the picture. I want to give you the correct information. I know it. But I like to be thorough. I don't sit up here and run my damn mouth without being thorough. The debate was on CNN, Jay Jackson. Because that's when you start talking about these cognitive issues. The CEO of CNN, that's the chief executive officer, the head person in charge, Trump donor. The ABC, the CEO is a Trump donor. CBS, the CEO is a Trump donor. Hold on. NBC, the CEO is a Trump donor. Write this down. NSNBC, and I want you to go look this shit up, is a Trump donor. I'm getting sick and tired. The New York Times, the CEO is a Trump donor. The Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos. That's the dude that gave the money to Van Jones. The Wall Street Journal is owned by Rupert Murdoch. What's up, Mark? Now go. Now instead of you putting this stuff, let's make sure you don't have no cognitive issues. And go look up the shit I just told you. Anderson Cooper and Dana Bash, they were industry plant. They not one time challenged Donald J. Trump on not one of those lies. How in the hell you expect Biden to challenge him on the live and ain't got but 90 minutes on the show? And it took the newspapers 4 days to figure out all the lies he told, and they printed 2 days later. And you expect for Biden to debunk all of them lies in 90 minutes. And it took a whole nation of newspaper. They had to go. But he got cognitive issues. Y'all got to watch what y'all saying. I said CNN first. Rick Brown, your ass ain't listening. I said CNN. CNN first. Y'all, what kind of devices y'all be listening on? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I got to tell y'all something about being old and wise. Y'all got to understand. America is the only place where they put the old people in homes and convalescence home and get rid of them like they're ashamed of them. In Africa and overseas, they keep the people around because they want their grandkids to have the wisdom. Come on, y'all. We don't want this America. But let me keep going. I didn't mean to stay there. Cause cause I'm keep going. Cause I got to get to some stuff. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody just text me. My guest just text me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Y'all, I ain't trying to be mean. This stuff is too important for us to play with. All I ask you, if you got an opinion, cause I got an opinion. Y'all ain't even shared the show. Somebody else needed to hear that. It's about 1 million more people needed to hear what I just said. Cause I know ain't nobody else gave it to you. We're the only America. Ain't nobody ever told y'all that, did it? Okay, I figured that. But let me see. Y'all, I got so much. I got a guest coming on, and y'all messing me around. But then this girl they brought on the show last night on this Amber Rose girl. Y'all watch this. I won't. Cause in case we got some young people who ain't getting it right. But watch this. Just watch this for me right quick. Watch this for me.
Person is that you really don't even want to be.
That's the young lady that the Republicans had to talk about bridging the gap between black people and white people. And that man said, yo, this is breaking my heart. Because we go for it. Then you wonder why Paul Miranda would have to have an open forum talking about select coach goes off on a kid throughout the game, cussing him out after a game. Calls over his mom and cusses her out, claps in her face. If you don't like it, y'all can leave. So bad that a male parent restrained the coach. He should have whooped his ass. What is wrong with us, man? We sit up here and half watch a debate, because I know you ain't watched all of it. Because if you can say a man got cognitive issues. A lot of you Negroes ain't never watched debate in y'all life. Call me the next morning. Hey, Miss Avery. But that's how these people think about it. You see them, they got this dude, Tim Scott, who about to fake marry a white woman, thinking he fixing to are getting ready to, Memphis coming out of me, getting ready to be the vice president. And the man, Donald Trump, said, I'm not having you coons as my president, my vice president. Y'all got to be out your mind. Why you want to be his vice president anyway? Because what? He tried to have the other one assassinated. Tell me, first of y'all hang Mike Pence, in case y'all didn't know nothing about that, in case that was a cognitive issue there. I ain't hear none of y'all saying nothing about that. Man trying to get his vice president hanged. I told y'all need to share this show. But a select coach, the man, now him and the girl done broke up. Because it was a fake thing. Then this other little old Sambo, and I hate to call people out their name, but this other little dude, I forgot his name, he thought he was going to be... Y'all, all the judges he appointed didn't look like us. He appointed 53 federal judges. Not now one of them looked nothing like me and Mark Batchelor. And y'all thought y'all were going to be his vice president? Got a fake wife? Byron McDonald, that's his name. That's his name. Thought they would be considered. Thank you, baby. Byron McDonald. See, he's so unimportant to me. The only reason I know about Scott because he just wasting he just wastes his time as a senator. We just waste our time. But let me keep going. But we got a select coach. Paul Moran, I'm gonna show you something, baby. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You just sent me something. I had this on there for 2 days. I had that already up there. Ain't nowhere in the world. If I didn't have it up there, ain't nowhere in the world. You tried to say, come on, man. You already know. You already know. Y'all, this is what's happening in America right there. We got Miss Kagan, Sotomayor, and Ketanji Jackson Brown. And you got them other ones. Let me go. Let me just go. But we got a select coach, summer basketball. So we're not excelling in the political realm. Now we're not even excelling in grassroots basketball where we're supposed to be teaching these young people. We're supposed to be teaching these young people. And I'm finna cuss a kid out throughout the game and cussing him out after the game, calls his mama over and cuss him out. How in the hell is this guy is coaching anybody's team? What is wrong with you crazy ass parents? Seneca. What kind of man does that? And Paul Morano asked the question, is this acceptable? Hell no, it ain't. What would make my grown ass go coach your kids? And on top of that, he's a high school. What did I say? Crystal, I came out here, Crystal, a couple years ago on my own, Crystal, because ain't nobody supporting me. I came out here and said, Crystal, this summer basketball, grassroots basketball, this shit need to we need to just let it burn down because it's burning. It's like Rome. Like Nero, he just played the harp while Rome burned. We need to just play we just need to let it burn. Because now I'm just finding out the dude's a high school coach also. Somebody just sent me some. Damn. And they sent me his name. Dude, you ought to be ashamed of your God. And you got a daughter. You're the father to a son and a daughter. That's why you can't even look and see that fake assassination attempt was staged because you're so busy cussing kids out. This stuff is so important to you that you got to cuss your little boy out and traumatize him for the rest of his life. Y'all, I told y'all something. I told y'all. I might not remember all of my teachers, but I remember every one of my coaches and everything that man used to say. Don't pass that ball over there to Bobby. He gonna shoot that Robert. He gonna shoot that wild ass corner shot. Coach said that about me. Don't pass it to his ass over in that corner, cause he gonna shoot that. That's what the man said about y'all, your homeboy. Hold up, I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. Told me I'm gonna have, you keep on laughing and grinning, cause I like to grin. I used to laugh when they, I didn't get mad, laugh when they said something to me. He said, you keep on laughing. I'm gonna have your ass on that bench till you right. Yeah. That's what he told me. I still remember that. This little boy, coach, is gonna be traumatized for the rest of his life. You might not know it, he might not show it, but I told you, I remember everything a coach has ever said to me. Then he said, parents, see that they are AAU team. He said, parent sees that they shoot AAU team, feeds kids good when they win, and then feed the kids just sandwich when they lose. Meanwhile, the coaches win or lose, eat well, but they preach we're about the kids, win or lose. So that's going on. Paul Miranda, you mean that's going on? That according to if you win or lose, determine how you eat? And see, you people out here think I'm just talking. I had a summer basketball program that I sponsored. And we ate good. No, they ate good all the time. Win, lose, draw, whatever. All the time. I wouldn't do it. Y'all got people's prized possessions. My son and my daughter and my grandson are my prized possessions. And you gonna cuss my prized possession out? And constantly cuss him out? And then cuss me out? It's time for you to let it go. In your high school, they shouldn't have sent me. I'm sending them an email on his ass. Yeah. Send an email on his ass. Thank you. Yes, I'm sending an email on it. Let me give y'all this. ain't gonna have time. My guest gonna come on. I ain't gonna keep my guest. I don't know how long he gonna be on, but I got to give y'all some. I got to give y'all some. I got to give y'all some. But I want to share some with y'all. Just in case you didn't know, the Heritage Foundation. I'm gonna give y'all some information. That's the foundation who constructed the Project 2027. From 2005 to 2022, they were led by a black woman named K. Cole James. K. Cole James. Okay? Some of y'all might didn't know this. But I want to have a quick little conversation about Denmark Vesey. Because it was July the 14th. I meant to have it the other day. July 14th, 1982. Denmark Vesey. It was a revolt that was supposed to kick off that would have freed a whole lot of people from slavery, right? It was an extensive plan. It was well thought out. The blueprint from the Haitian Revolution was being laid out in Charleston, South Carolina. And it got thwarted by somebody, some out-skinned folks, who ran and told. Sometime it be your own people. Sometime it be the very people that look like you, who are standing in the way of your freedom and your liberation. All you're trying to do is see if your son is good enough to play basketball and get a scholarship. That's all you mamas want to do. I know what y'all want. That's what I wanted for my son. We shouldn't be subjected to this. I don't know if it's the case of Miss K. Cole James. She looked like a nice lady. But a lot of people are getting into this conversation when we talk about race. But race is complicated. We got people like Tim Scott, or in this case, the head of the Heritage Foundation, the originator of this document, the Project 2025. She was there until 2022, so she had a part in this Project 2025. Let me help you. The Heritage Foundation generates documents like this every cycle. So in case you didn't know, this ain't nothing new. This isn't the first time that they generated a document like this, but it's the most ambitious one. See, and I understand why. Because we're playing marbles in summer basketball and cussing kids out. But these people are playing for all the marbles while we watching ESPN. That's why I cannot go on this show and not talk about this, y'all. I'm sorry. They are clear about what this particular election cycle is about. And we got a guy who, hold up, we got a guy that it's going to be tough to keeping him out with Biden cognitive issues. But they writing Projects 2025. They are playing for all the marbles, y'all. I know I got a guest coming on in a minute. So that's why I didn't want to get into nothing else. And I found out about this summer basketball community. Y'all get with me. Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com, right? Everybody can't be part of the planning. That's why the Denmark Vesey revolt. We let the wrong. Everybody can't be. Listen, y'all listen to me. Everybody can't be a part of the planet. Get this. I got you, big dog. Did y'all hear me? But y'all, let me tell you something. I'm about to bring on a special guest. Hit me last night. I got to come on the show. I ain't know when he got to come on the show because he the one, and I took a picture of it. He came on at the end of the show, and I know I'm going to ask him the question. He came on at the end of the show, and I know somebody that called him. Because I've been doing this stuff so long, I just know when stuff happens. And he said major college coaches are at the Puma circuit. From Kentucky to Arkansas to Nevada to Stanford, you name it. If Puma was bad then, why did they stay the entire week? But I want him to come on and explain to me what the hell he was talking about. Because I didn't talk about that. I don't care who at no damn event. So maybe I'm going to bring him on, and I hope we can hear. Ladies and gentlemen, Rafe Austin is in the building. I see you up there. I got to give you a clap. Hold on. Come on. Hey, y'all, we got one of them. Here's what I call them. We got them 1 in 5,000. Ain't but under 5,000 of this kind of guy right here that ever walked the earth. A professional, an NBA basketball player, right? Ain't but almost 5,000 ever. Let me repeat that so y'all can know. Okay, but Skip, why did you write that?
Man, first of all, Had, it's always great to be on the show with you, man. You my brother. We go back years in case the fans that's on, the viewers don't understand. This is not no fly-by-night friendship. We go back decades. So,
decades.
No, I saw the show yesterday, and yeah, always a great show. And you guys were talking about, chiming in on the circus, and I heard like Clyde say Under Armour has the best coaches and X, Y, and Z's. But I was like, it was nothing.
I thought it was something I did. Okay. All right, come on.
It was just to piggyback off your guys, segment. It was just that, listen, parents and players, don't be fooled to just think that you have to go to EYBL.
I got you.
I coached on the circuit, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And I talked to tons of college coaches, and they said, this is unbelievable for a circuit to be in their first year, to garner this type of attention. Not only from the college coaches, but also the level of play from the players was amazing. It was amazing, man. And the atmosphere in that gym, everyone's under one roof. It was electrifying in there. It was electrifying, man.
Well, you know what?
I couldn't be happier. Go ahead.
You know what's so unique? I'm so glad you did this. Because I'm going to tell the truth. I saw the comments that Clive was making. And that's why I had to say the best coaches. If anybody watched the show yesterday, y'all going to understand, you just can't say, you got to have some fact with me when you come on this show. Because I ain't going to never say the best in it. Think about it. Only bad thing I heard about Puma, I ain't going to tell you no lie, man. Until your wife was posting this stuff this week a lot. Thank you, Ash. I didn't know nothing about Reese was on. Because I don't keep up. I'm telling you, if it ain't 17 and under, I don't keep up with it right now. Because that ain't my job. That's Jimmy and them job. You follow me?
Right.
If you don't call and text me like you text me some other night, so guess what? Now I know. That, hold up. Let me see. I got to say it when you texted me to me now. Hold up. You say it. Hold up. 15 and under team won the Puma Pro 16 championship this weekend down in Phoenix. So y'all went all the way to Phoenix, Arizona.
Absolutely.
And whooped
the desert.
The desert. Guess what? I'm so glad you came on because I didn't know that.
And the last time, it's funny. The last time you and I guess myself saw a tournament in Phoenix, they had the big time tournament called Duel in the Desert.
Yes.
That was the last time you and I was in Phoenix watching an AAU basketball tournament. It had that big tournament called Duel in the Desert. That's where all the college coaches used to go. And my team won. And I told my players, I said, when we get on this plane to go there, I haven't lost a championship in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't plan on losing another one.
Y'all what? And think about that, Skip. Skip, that was a long. I had the franchise all-stars. I had all them dudes and didn't win.
It was a long time ago.
Wow. Boy, I forgot about that. See, y'all? I'm getting old. But keep going, baby. Keep going. Now what I want to know.
Fine, man. Like I said,
come on.
I'm a person that, see me, I don't like to talk down on
Other
programs or tournaments, man, because at the end of the day, if you're not there, how could you speak on these other events? Like,
right.
It's okay if you're there and then you could, throw us your opinion.
Right.
But
right.
A lot of people, they're not there. And they speak on these events as if they know, and they really don't know. Puma had at least 12 top 100 players. 17 was in the top 100. That's why them coaches were there. Puma has at least 12 to it was somewhere in between 12 to 15 top 100 players. You talking about Kingston Fleming, you talking about Sanat, you talking about the left-hand kid Boog from Duncanville. You talking all these players, you talking about the kid that's a YouTube sensation from Charlotte, North Carolina, the white kid, Eli. All these kids were down there playing in this event. All these coaches sat there from Thursday to Sunday.
Skip.
You see what I'm saying? So I couldn't be happier for these kids, man. Like to see them to try to live out that dream that I was fortunate to live out, and not just myself, all these other players, you name it, all that to see them have an opportunity to get these type of looks. And here's one thing that I'm impressed about. And I'm not just speaking for my son, because he was able to pick up some offers. These offers are serious. These offers are for real. These college coaches come right up to us or the head of our program and let us know, we are offering this kid and we want this kid.
Wait.
Think these kids.
Wait. Hold on, Skip. Skip. You said you put emphasis on this. You said the offers are real. So what you telling me is some offers that's not real out here?
No, what I'm saying is people have spoken out about kids when they post their offers. There's some people saying, "Oh no, they just putting that up there."
Okay.
I don't know what those people are doing. All I know is numerous coaches walked up to me and walked up to Coach PJ. Shout out to PJ Kuzman, who's the coach.
So what's the name of your school, your son's team? Because some people don't know. What's the name of the team he playing on?
He played under Kuz Elite this year.
Okay, could you hold up a second? Cause this guy the other day, he posted a video and was talking negative about the Kuz Elite, right? He got some other team. We all can go, whatever the name of that team is.
Oh, I know. That's my guy. He had to post something there because we beat them by 20.
But he was talking, cussing and talking, and I was saying, how could he be over programming on social media like this?
But the funny thing about the guy, that's Carlo. Carlo's a good guy. That's his way. He talks a lot of trash. He loves the competition, and he wants to keep the competitive drive and competitive juices flowing. So he's going to talk trash. But if you call him right now, he'll let you know about Ray for Austin's Kuz Elite team. We beat him by 20.
But Coach, when you talk to him again, could he just curb his language and hold up and the stuff that the rapper was behind? They say he had a son rapping behind him. That just wasn't a good look.
Yeah, but that's him. I mean, again, everyone can form their opinion about someone's program or someone's team. It's all fun and game till you got to get on that court and they throw that ball up. That's one thing. That's one thing. Not only national, but that even locally. A lot of people, they know when they face Ray for Austin's team, you better lace them up and you better get ready for a track. You better get ready. But one thing about Carlos, and we all can go. He walked on that court and he thought they was going to steamroll us, and they walked. We beat them by 20 plus points. You
mean after the video?
Yeah. No. The video was after we beat him.
So he said he wants some of y'all again. Y'all didn't see him again?
No, because they lost in the first round. Yeah, they in order to meet us, they had to meet us in the semifinals of the championship. They lost in the first round.
But the reason I did, and you know, Bug is one of my favorite players. Kingston Flemings is one of my favorite players. But I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I became and just me because of my relationship with Nike over the years.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the people you're around. They constantly telling you about stuff. So of course I'm gonna always worry about what's happening on the Nike circuit.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's
Absolutely.
just me.
And
Huh?
a lot of people are like that, though. A lot of people
Okay.
are like that. And I still hold the Nike EYBL above all the other circuits.
Right, right, right,
But
right.
but but, but make no mistake about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge fight for number two, and Puma's right there for the second best
What?
circuit.
What?
Absolutely.
First time I ever heard that.
Absolutely.
Let me tell
Absolutely.
you something. And I think it's too much
Don't
basketball.
take my word for it. I tell everybody had it. Don't take my word for it. Just ask them college coaches because they're the ones that do that's
I'm
evaluating.
gonna ask. Hey, I believe you me. That's a great person to ask. And the question should be what? The level of player? What should I ask him? Tell me what I should ask him.
You in every aspect, the level of play,
Okay.
the
Okay.
coaching caliber,
Okay. They
the
charge a lot of money to get in. I heard some people say that.
how they put on the event, right? Because it's the event itself has to be up there, top of the line. You know,
Right.
the presentation,
Did,
the presentation.
did
Right?
they? What was the prices to get in them tournaments overpriced? Cause I heard some
Yeah,
parents talking about it.
it's overpriced. Absolutely, absolutely, it
Okay.
is.
So that's the only thing I heard about it. So
It's
that turned me
overpriced.
off
Yeah.
about Puma, right?
But
That
remember, Hannah,
uh-huh.
look, I've watched y'all show all year long, and
Uh-huh.
Jim Hicks and you talked about just local terms saying Houston's overpriced.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so the overpricing, and remember with that,
Mm-hmm.
the parents control that. I told parents, let your kid go in that door, play his game, y'all. We go get something to eat. And when them people realize they lost a lot of money, they gonna lower. They're like, hey man, look, give me $10 to get in here. Tell you, the parents
Yeah,
control it. The more you keep paying it, the more it's gonna keep going.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Now
Yeah.
check this out. Somebody tweeted this the other day, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of the proponents. I think it's too much summer basketball. So somebody said,
Oh, absolutely.
I think at this point, somebody tweeted this the other day, with the four main shoe circuits going on, can we have an Elite Eight type of bracket somewhere with the champs of each one of these things? Two from EYBL, two from Adidas, two from Under Armour, and the Pro 16s. What 16
Yeah.
mean? What Pro 16? That's confused
But
me.
when they first started, they were taking their top 16 teams in their circuit.
Okay, because
So
I didn't
it's
understand.
basically, but now it's just like all the other circuits. You got
Okay,
EYBL, you got YCL, you got
okay,
UA Ride, you got UA Next, you got Adidas 3SSB, you got the Adidas Gold. So it's the
okay,
same thing. Pro 16, NXT.
okay.
So everyone is, the format is emulated, but it's the same thing.
The same as
You have
okay. Because
one
I didn't
division
know.
supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
But the parity was close. But there's a lot of NXT teams that were just as good as some of the Pro 16 teams.
Okay.
Right. So
And then I got you.
and
I
some
got.
of the other circuits,
Uh-huh.
they don't cross play.
Oh, they keep them separate.
Yeah, like so the EYCL teams they're not playing EYBL teams.
Right. Well, I know Nike ain't gonna do that. So I already know that.
Right.
I just because I know they model. Because I didn't even understand they model in the beginning.
But
Huh?
to go back to what you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to get that.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to get like a Elite Eight or a Sweet 16 thing where 3 or 4 teams from each circuit, the top teams will join. It's you don't want to have that, and it's not a live period.
Okay. I got you.
Because
you.
you're going to have some great basketball games, right? And you don't want to have that if it's not during the live period. But they were working on that. I mean, they're still trying to figure out how to put that together.
Okay.
Because that'd be awesome. Because Even like look, even here locally, a lot of the teams like it's kind of like we don't want to play each other, for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is. Remember, I'm a New York, I'm a Houstonian now, and
Mm-hmm.
I say
Yeah.
that much love and respect. But my basketball roots is New York City, and in New York, we don't duck no smoke. That's not what you do. For
Mm-hmm.
some odd reason here, we can't get all the top so-called top team. We can't get in the gym and play each other.
Why? Why you think you've been around a
I
long
don't.
time?
I
Why?
don't know. Listen, I don't know what these guys. Remember, I coach. I'm not running these
Okay,
programs.
you
I'm
ain't
not the
running.
head.
Okay, I
I'm
got
not
you. I
the head
got
of.
you.
I'm not
But
the head of JL3.
but I kind of know. I'm just really asking
I
you.
don't know. You know better than I do.
I
I
do.
just
I
say
kind of
to
know.
me.
I kind of know. I
But
kind of
to me,
know.
that,
Skip, a
but to
couple
me,
of years
it's
ago,
disrespectful.
start at the
That's my
top.
point.
Uh,
It's
uh,
disrespectful to the kids though, right? Because they want to play each other.
do the kids actually
They
want to
want to
play
play
each
each
other?
other. Absolutely, absolutely they do.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
So now, see what's happening, man. I said a couple of years ago, and I was out there on the island. Didn't nobody come support me. I just took the bullets. I didn't care because they can't do nothing to me. I
Right.
said summer basketball, grassroots basketball in Houston need to just is burning down. We need to just let it burn. Let it burn to the
And
ground
stuff.
and start all over. Cause we got
Right.
guys been doing this stuff and all this stuff, and it just ain't getting no better.
Right.
And just it's just time for them to go do something else. Go play
Right.
golf. Go and we need some new blood. We need some new energy. We need some cause we keep recycling these same old programs, these same old things, these same people don't want to let go. I never forget. Shit, as soon as my son left, I let go.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
didn't stop. Hold up. I didn't stop helping and supporting the community.
Right. Right.
You know, so I'm listening to something, and I
One
went.
of the reasons, not to cut you off, one reason I think it is too is a lot of the guys that are above these is, are you in it for the love and care of the kids? Or are you in it for what you can reap? And that's the part here in Houston that has taken over. It's like they're in it for all the things, the money gain that they can get, or
The
people want to
fame.
talk about. Oh, I got the best program instead of, and you're like you're forgetting that this is about the kids. You know what I'm saying? So when I coach and everything, I tell everybody this is about y'all. I had my day in the sun. I did it. I did it with the
Right,
best of them. But I'm just doing this. I don't get no money out of it. I don't do it.
right.
Actually, it costs me money. But
Yeah,
I'm not doing it just for my son because I've been doing this even
yeah.
while I was
Before,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah, I would take my summers off in the NBA and go coach youth kids, right?
Right.
So I'm doing it for the love and care that I just want to see kids get a scholarship, man, be able to get further education through the game of basketball. Whereas you have a lot of programs in Houston, the people who's on top of the program, it's a game for them, and that's where that's where we've lost control and lost respect of being in the grassroots and doing this AU thing.
Okay, that's awesome. I was reading. Guy was at Peach Jam, and I'm gonna walk you through it, and you want to comment? I'll stop. He said I went to Peach Jam and talked to the coaches about the changing landscape in recruiting. He said where NIL money trumps everything, and experience transfers are largely more desirable options than the high school prospects filling the gyms in July. Okay. Then he went on. He said while waiting for his connecting flight on that Thursday night at Hartsfield Jackson Airport in Atlanta, he said I bumped into a college coach that I've known for years. And he said, per airport tradition, everybody's there. He said, I asked, where was he headed? He said he was on his way to the Adidas event in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Then he asked, where you going? He said, guy who writing this said, I'm going to the Peach Jam. And then he wrote something that I ain't never seen, I ain't never heard nobody say yet. He said, the most stress-free Peach Jam in history. Hear me again. The most stress-free, not stressful, stress-free Peach Jam in history. That's what caught my eye, Skip.
Okay.
Then the coach later added, now this you follow me?
I'm following you.
Then the coach later added, he said, at which point they got into a conversation about how various changes to the sport have dramatically altered the way this month, because you remember this month used to be stressful, will unfold as many of the nation's best high school prospects have once again descended on a quiet community just a few minutes across the Savannah River from Augusta National, my favorite golf course.
Yeah.
So,
that's right.
So watch this. He says, so what did the coach mean by a stress-free Peach Jam? See, parents, I need y'all to hear this. Y'all need to share the show. To understand, you must first understand how things were before the NIL, Skip, right?
Right.
The NIL deals and the transfer waivers, everybody completely flipped the sport. It completely split. See, back then, the coaches would enter July extremely focused on a handful of high school prospects, Skip. And they would be immensely motivated to secure the commitments ASAP. When they miss after years of attending games and grassroots game and texting and calling nonstop, it often felt devastated if they missed on these guys, partly because of all the time wasted, but mostly because alternative options were limited and theoretically not as good. But things are different now, Skip. These coaches sit back chilling at Peach Jam. They ain't in no hurry to get one of these high school players.
Not at all. I talked to two coaches in Phoenix, and I'm talking about major Power 5 coaches, big time schools. And one coach explained to me, he said, Skip, my school gives me $4 million to go get the best players I can get, NIL and everything. He said, I don't want these freshmen to commit to me because I'm not giving them $450,000 and they're going to be sitting on the bench. I'd rather just give it to a older guy that I can get in the transfer who's older, mature, and stronger to help me win. It's not that they don't want the freshmen. It's just because of the landscape, like you said, everything changes. We're here to keep an eye on who's coming out, who's going to be the next up and coming. Not necessarily that I'm going to get them
now
last high school. Is that I may get them when they decide to transfer.
Skip, so think about that, Skip.
It changes everything. It changes everything.
Skip, you've been having kids since way back when I had a team. I forgot about you came up there and stole that thing, man. I forgot about that. But how do you feel? Think about it. You had to adjust to this change. And now it means a lot more to you now. I know you might say it. You don't. But Larice, boy, I done seen you at game. You invest. That's your blood. That's your prized possession. Me and you usually go to the game, we talking.
Yeah.
When Reese playing, do you like you focus on everything he does?
Yeah. Especially when he's playing with high school.
Yeah, high school. Yeah, in high school. I'm talking about high school.
On AAU, I'm focused on the whole team.
No, I'm talking about in high school. Because I came to the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Think about this. I ain't never came to no Second Baptist games.
Right. No, you did.
I came because I said, okay, let me check. You and Dame's son. I said, I'm finna check. Let me check. I want to, because I don't want nobody else to tell me. I don't need Doug to tell me. I don't want Robert Carroll to tell me. I wanted to see Jeffrey Day. I wanted to see myself. So So when I left out of there, couldn't let nobody else tell me because I saw what I needed to see.
Mm-hmm.
But you were, but let me go on. I like this. But let me go on. The coach said, okay, I'm certain that some staffs, perhaps Kevin Young, new staff at Brigham Young, watch this now, would still love to secure an early commitment from AJ DeBanster, the consensus #1 player in the 25 class. The 6'9" wing is now set to attend the final year of his high school in Utah. I wonder why. Guys like
Absolutely.
guys like him are real difference makers, but outside of the super elite prep prospects, ladies and gentlemen, who project as first round one and done lottery picks, every high major staff can reasonably assume that somebody 3 or 4 years older and 2 or 3 times better equipped to impact winning immediately than the majority of the high school prospects that they'll watch.
That's for the college landscape,
Yeah, I'm
right?
talking. This was
Right.
college coaches
Because
talking.
now,
Okay,
let me help you understand this. Go
come on.
further. Guess who projects better for the pros down the line?
Who? The
The
high school?
young freshman, the young high school kid that's going to be a freshman in college, right? That's how tricky this is. Now you see how tricky it
And
is. So
yes.
why? So where the college, the young high school, the kid that's a high school senior that's going to be a freshman in college, they're saying they don't impact winning
Now.
as much as a 22, 23-year-old senior.
Mm-hmm.
But the pros don't want the 22, 23-year-old seniors.
Wow, boy, you just hit it. You just
They
hit
want
it.
the young freshman.
You just
Because
hit
really,
it.
the young freshman he can put up the same numbers as the 22 did. But you got to remember, to these young kids, freshmen, that's supposed to be coming one and done.
Mm-hmm.
The care of winning in the college is not there, because in their minds they shouldn't have to be here, because if the rules was reversed to where it used to be, they would go right from high school to the pros.
Right. Good.
But because they came back with the rule, these guys are forced to go to the college for 1 year, and guess what? Everyone's time is being wasted. This
Not
kid that's
really.
supposed to be one and done. No, do you got to think about it? He's going there. Is he really invested in winning a national championship? Like
No, 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 no. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about it. He trying to get to the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if they put the rule back to where it was, those kids are going to the league where the colleges can get those guys that's going to come in, where they're going to have them for 2 or 3 or 4 years, and they could have the team and the mindset and the commitment that they want.
But with guys
So
like,
that's why
I'm sorry. Come
that's
on. I'm
why
sorry.
partly they're saying they're not equipped for helping them win right away. The part is because look, they shouldn't have to be there.
Yeah,
They're one and done kids.
but
Why are they
the NBA, your union is keeping them out. It's not the owners.
right? And that's why they're working to change the rule back, because they're all realizing
Okay. But they said they ain't gonna table it right now though.
it's on the table every year. I don't know when.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about they ain't gonna do it right now.
No, I don't think they're gonna do it for next year, but it's on the table every year though.
Right. Okay. Let me see. So the guy went on, Clip. He said, unless, and you just interject when you want. He said, I like how you just did that. He said, unless you are a program that's going to recruit all portal kids, you're still going to want to sign some good high school players. But
Absolutely.
You just don't have to sign as many anymore.
Right. And that's what it comes down to. Remember, like, let's go back. Like signing the Fab Five. Like going to get Fab Five.
That's a good one.
Going to get 5 freshmen to come in and play. You don't have to do that anymore. You can get 1, and then you go get 9 transfers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But Hatter, let's go down the line though here.
Okay.
Power 5 conferences, they should do that. They should get a lot of portal. They could afford to do that.
Okay.
If you're a bottom tier Division I school,
Why are you doing?
You might want to. You don't have the money to go get those transfers.
Oh, they don't.
No.
Unless the transfers is on their last leg and they ain't got nowhere else to go.
And they just want to play some ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't mind taking this little 15, 20,000 from your school. But
I sure like the way you saying that little 15. I like the way you saying that, boy. I like the way you saying it. But keep going.
I had the opportunity to help some kids get some NIL and go places. And
okay.
I talked to school, and I'm talking to mid-level Division I schools.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't have that kind of money.
Right.
Whereas now, I just came from Phoenix. I talked to a major coach, and he said, they give me $4 million. So think about it, $4 million, and they gave another school $320,000 to fill out their roster. How are they going to compete with that team?
I got a question for you. Go on, finish. You finish, then I got a question.
No, go ahead.
July 29th. Look at your schedule. July 29th. What's on your schedule for July 29th? Y'all playing?
No, we're not playing.
Y'all not playing? You'll be in town?
Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying this, I want to invite you to this golf tournament. I'm on the board of this the Vernon Dean Foundation, a former football player. So we're having a golf tournament on the 29th. I want you to be my guest.
I'd love to do it. Now,
Say no more.
I'll give you a heads up. I haven't played golf because I haven't.
I just want you there with me, man.
I'll drive the golf cart around, though.
Okay, I just want you there. I just want you to put it on your calendar right now.
I'll get us from the 8th hole to the 16th hole.
Hey, I got you. I got you. I just need you out there. Say no more. I'm gonna send you the information soon. And guess what? Is that Quail Valley? So it ain't that far from.
Oh,
all right. So let's get back. I had to throw that on the 29th. I want everybody to come out. If you play golf good or not, it don't matter. We're going to fellowship that and Skip. We're doing it early in the morning so it won't be hot. You got me?
That's what it's about, fellowship.
Say no more. So let's get back to this. If something else you wanted to cover, because I'm going to tell you something. That Mississippi State coach Chris Jans said that what I said a while back. He said, so the pressure probably isn't as fierce as it once was for the whole staff, because in this era of recruiting, if we sign 1 or 2 high school prospects early, we're going to feel pretty good about it. So we ain't stressed when we go.
Right. So the same coach, I talked to Coach Cronin, Mick Cronin from UCLA. That's
okay. I don't like him.
He said the same thing. He said he's trying to get his staff to understand is you don't have to run to all these gyms and just. I said, take your time. We're not stressed to sign these youngsters right now, and so they're all on the same page. But look what the schools we're talking about. You talk about Mississippi State's in the SEC. You talking about UCLA who just moved to the Big Ten, or I forgot what I don't know. They moved to a different conference. That's Pac-12 anymore,
a big conference. Yeah.
Right? Uh-huh. So they just moved to another one. But even if they stay in the Pac-12, UCLA is the creme.
I think they went to the Big Ten. I think something like that. Yeah, they went somewhere.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now, you if you go to another school, right? Texas State can't think like that. They should be going to get those high school freshmen. You see what I'm saying? If Texas State, a schools in that realm, if they thinking like those schools, they're never gonna win.
You cooking with hot grease now. Keep going.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it depends on what conference you're in, what school you are. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, there's some schools that have a name and they're in a certain conference. You're gonna attract the transfer. I'm calling you. If Coach Hatter is at UCLA and I want to transfer, I'm reaching out to you. You ain't gotta come get me. Hey, Coach, I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving Ohio State. I'm thinking about coming over there. You're gonna be like, well, listen, this is what we got. You know what I mean? I checked your numbers. Let me check with a few people. We're gonna get this done. Whereas you think the kids is calling those other middle ground schools? No, they gotta go call them. So they should do it the traditional way. They should get the freshmen. Guess who else is being? Come on.
No, talk to me.
Is being lost in? Guess who else gets lost in the sauce that some schools need to go get?
Who?
The junior college transfers.
Huh.
You got a lot of schools, mid-level to low D1s, that you should go get the JUCO transfers.
Mm.
They're hungry. They're
Mm.
hungry. And they're older.
Why having a college staff, NBA staff, don't you know how valuable you would be to one of them? Are you been telling them people no?
No, it's just me is get with the right staff. Get with the right staff who values what you bring to the staff. There's a lot of staff, college, NBA, they feel threatened by a person like me who has this type of knowledge, who understands the game. And the other thing is, I understand the kids.
Right.
So I could be on a staff with a head coach, but yet I'm an assistant. I have a better relationship with the kids than the head coach.
And
So he
some
can
of them
feel
don't
threatened
like that
because
sometimes.
right, because I understand I delve into their lives. Like the kids I coach, I want to hear the music you listening to, what you're thinking. I was there once. I was you once.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Right.
we're gonna have a connection. I understand why you're listening to NBA Youngboy. I understand why you're dressing the way you're dressing. You're walking the way you are. But I can also tell you there's a time and place for that. You might not want to bring that to this campus around just, group of people that you're about to who are now going to be your colleagues and everything. So I can help them from all the way around the board, right? And sometimes coaches they're threatened about it because they think you're telling their players something different than what they're telling. When actually I'm not. I'm just
Wow.
making sure I understand them. They're okay, and if there's any needs, I can help them with it, and which would be a less stress for you as a head coach to have to deal with that.
Man, I'm so glad you're on this show. Cause let me finish this. Let me say, cause he said Kansas, University of Kansas. Cause we just talked about Mississippi State. They said Kansas
Yep.
is in an ideal place to highlight how much things have changed. Let me give you this Kansas scenario. Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame coach Bill Self has been running one of the best programs in the sport for more than 2 decades, right?
Absolutely.
Largely by enrolling high school prospects. He's had a top ranked recruit become the number one pick in the NBA draft, Andrew Wiggins, a sub 50 recruit, win the Wooden Award, Frank Mason, and basically everything else in between. The guy mentioned to me internal development year after year of players who graduated high school and immediately enrolled at Kansas has been major component of the program's success. And it still would be, they said, I'm certain. But it's hard not to notice that the Kansas Jayhawks, I just told you how they've been having success with high school players. But it's
Right.
hard not to notice that the Kansas Jayhawks, I just looked it up, enrolled more transfers than high school prospects last year. It's
Absolutely.
Kansas. And then they did the same thing again this year by a 5-2 margin, Skip.
And they'll do the same thing next year.
Okay.
But here's the thing:
Okay.
we all have to adapt. Like even life, we all adapt.
Uh-huh.
They've adapted to what is now considered the norm.
Okay.
This is the norm. They've
Okay.
adapted.
Uh-huh.
Also, the transfers that they're going to get, they Self and that staff does a great job of putting the pieces to the puzzle together. It's not necessarily going to get the top player.
Right.
It's by
Pieces.
need.
Right.
It's by need. Yo, I need a bona fide big wing shooting guard. Who's in the transfer portal that best fits with my point guard and my small forward that can fill that? That's what they do. They do a great job of vetting the transfer portal. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? And that's what it's about. It's not just about, oh, this is the top player in the transfer portal, I'm gonna go get. No, he might not help you win. He might not fit well with the other four players that you have.
Coach.
So Kansas does a great job of those guys, putting those guys around other guys, because each one of those players at Kansas, they complement the next player. They can play well off of each other. So you can get all the transfer portal kids you want. You still might get your behinds kicked because you find it hard to mold them to play together.
Hey, hey, it happened. It happened to us last year.
Yeah. So
They
that's the way it
they
goes.
they started out 15-2. I'm talking about Memphis. And something happened after Christmas. I don't know what happened to them Negro. But Skip,
Big shout out to Hardaway. He's doing
yeah.
a fine job.
But let me tell you something, Skip. Because I got to bring you back, and I got to bring you back kind of soon, right?
Yep.
Got to bring you
Man.
back soon. I don't know if you're busy tomorrow. I want to bring. You know why? Because I want to finish this, but I can't get you off this show because and I need to talk to you. I need to talk to a guy in your position. What in the hell is wrong with Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
What happened to him?
He just signed a new extension.
Oh.
Okay.
I think I know where you're going with. I saw it the other day. He left all that money on the table.
113 mil, Skip.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. I don't care how old my son get. He leave that type of money on the table, I'm whipping his ass. I don't care if he's 32 years old, son. You leave $100 million on the table just so they can go get better players, and you still might not win the championship.
Wow.
You might as well get the money.
Hold up, y'all.
But to be honest with you, tip your hat to him. He has a great heart. He loves people. He loves his colleagues. He loves his players, and he wants to make the team a better team. I'm just saying, it's not etched in stone that you're gonna get those type of players. It's not etched in stone that you're gonna win the championship. None of that is guaranteed because there's other teams and other players in the way. So you work so hard to get to this level.
Thank you. But
and
Skip,
the reward is right there. Tell the people I don't want the reward.
But Skip, I got some information I got to get to the people. All right. Then I'm gonna let you. Because you got to understand, I'm coming from a whole different point of view, right?
Right.
You already know.
Right.
Because ain't no way in the world I'm representing them. We leave that money, right?
No.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So you already know. Yeah. So, but let me talk about this. And I know he want to win a championship. But I looked at the percentage disparity of his contract. That means the percentage that he gonna get compared to other stars around the league of the salary cap. I understand that.
Right.
He may be trying to, they say trying to get to the 10th year where he can get to Supermax. You ain't gonna never get this money back. Like James Harden ain't never got that money back. He let the Clippers off the hook with. I mean, not the Clippers. Daryl Morey and them off the hook with. My question is he a generational player?
I got a lot of slack. I did a podcast and they was asking me, is Jalen Brunson a superstar? And I said, no, he's a star who's ascending to be a superstar. If he keeps playing the way he's playing, the way he carried the Knicks through the season, the way he carried them through the playoffs. And that people, even, a lot of my friends from New York, they let me have it.
I know.
And so I explained to them what superstar and star players, the difference. If there's an arena that is struggling to put seats in the fill the seats up, right? Let's say hypothetically speaking, Indiana's only averaging 11,000 fans per home game, right? And they got a 20,000 seat venue. Do you think you telling me? So you telling me Jalen Brunson can fill those other 9,000 seats? I told him I beg to differ. And that's one difference of a superstar and a star player. That the opposing fans are coming to the home game in that city, not only to see their team, they want to see that guy that's coming to that door that's on another team.
Absolutely.
And
so let me keep going.
That's all about generational players. Like, look, he is a phenomenal player, phenomenal talent. And he gets by with what he gets by with because he's not the tallest, he's not the fastest, but phenomenal player.
Phenomenal player.
I am a fan. but he's not generational. He's not a superstar.
My number one thing is leave money on the table. Not that type of money, right?
Here's my thing, Hap.
Huh?
Here's my thing for Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Would they leave the money on the table for you?
Oh, that was my next statement. Boy, you read my notes over here. Come on.
That's what I'm thinking. Who gonna leave $100 on the table for me? The answer is no one, sir.
Not them.
No one or nobody. I don't know. Don't
No.
use, wrong English, but they're not doing it for you.
Let me tell you something. And the only thing I can react to it, and I got to give these people this information. Because ain't nobody put it up on the screen. Leon Rose is the general manager of the Knicks. He represented Jalen's father. Right?
My former teammate, Rick Brunson. Shout out to Rick Brunson.
Rick Brunson.
My former teammate.
Leon Rose got a son. He's an agent now for CAA. That's who represents Jalen. So the son is helping the daddy out.
Rightfully so.
Cause yeah. So Rick need to help his son out. How in the hell? Hold up. Something ain't right about this dynamic of Skip.
And it could be a dynamic where they have more players in that agency that they're going to try to sign to get over there.
I know that, but that ain't helping. I'm looking out for my son.
And my son's sons and sons and daughters.
And by the way, let me help. Rick Brunson, hold up. Rick Brunson works for the Knicks. So maybe, I guess this family to him. But James Dolan is the owner. He will find all of their asses.
James Dolan ain't leaving no money on the table for them.
What?
James Dolan don't even like former Knicks in the building.
I had one put out the building.
He don't want Charles Oakley, former Knicks that gave their heart, soul, gave their body up for us, for the New York Knicks to win the championship. He don't even want them in the building.
And George Witt's been watching this show. He said, in my humble opinion, employees shouldn't take pay cuts to make their employers money. No. Millionaires making billionaires, you tell them to say the billionaires some money? No. Let me keep going.
Crazy, man.
So now he say he want to maximize, like you said, maximize his chance to win a championship. I know for a fact, I don't know if you talked to him, the Players Association is not happy with this. And just in case people didn't know.
So now since you said that, now since you said the Players Association is not happy with it, then there's probably something that came out. Something probably went on under the table for him not to take that money. But when the Players Association get involved like that, they know something has come out. Because remember, nothing's confidential when it comes to the NBA and sports. So,
but Skip, I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Let me help you. The reason why the Players Association, they've been negotiating to make sure the players get this money. How in the hell you giving it back? So that's their biggest problem. But keep going. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I said. But they also know something. There's something there, right? There's something there.
Now look at this. I'm gonna ask the people out in the audience. Y'all leave $113 million on the table because your godfather asked you to. In a business where nothing is guaranteed, and you live in New York City. Skip?
Yeah.
And a largely unprecedented, this is what I call it. Somebody asked me, I said, this is a largely unprecedented financial concession to give roster flexibility to the New York Knicks and James Dolan.
And here's the thing, though. Keep in mind too, they got all the players that they want to help them win the championship. They just picked up Bridges.
And he talking about he gonna take a pay cut.
They just took that must be a Villanova thing. That must be a Villanova thing. We all
Worldwide Western brainwashed them guys, man.
I'm telling you. But they got all the play. Look, they got Brunson, they got Bridges, they got Hart, they got DiVincenzo, they got Randall coming back from injury. They got the big kid that keeps getting hurt, but that keeps blocking all the shots.
And guess who else coming back? Guess who else coming back? Guess who gonna come in and join them as a free agent? Ryan Archinano, whatever is it. The other one that went to Villanova. Diacono. Yeah. Wow. Y'all, hold up. Let me explain one more thing. This willingness to take such a pay cut. I just don't understand.
It's amazing to me. It's different if he said, I'm gonna leave 20 to 30 million.
Yeah.
Over 6. That's two different worlds you living in. To leave 30, 40, and say, okay, yeah, but 100?
And he the prince of the city. Think about this, y'all. Let me tell y'all some of the Knicks point guards over the years. You ain't never played for the Knicks, right?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because I ain't got your name on this list. Hold up. But watch this. This is what the Knicks been having to live through over the years, y'all. Sergio Rodriguez, Chris Duhon, Tony Douglas, Anthony Carter, Chauncey Billups, Mike Bibby, Jeremy Lin, Baron Davis, Pablo Prigioni, Raymond Felton, Chris Smith, Torrey Murray, Shane Larkin, Langston Galloway, Jose Calderon, Jerry Grant, Chasen Randall, Ivy League kid. Ivy League kid. No, a Stanford kid, I'm sorry. Brandon Jennings, Ramon Sessions, Ron Baker, Frank Ntilikina, Emmanuel Mudiay, Kadeem Allen, Dennis Smith, Trey Burke, Alonzo Trier, Alfred Payton, Austin River, Kemba Walker, and Alex Burke. And they finally got lucky with Jalen Brunson. They would have paid him anything.
They'd have gave him the Garden.
But I'm going to tell you, Skip, I'm kind of lacking this little old dude to come from a no New Yorker team. Hey, y'all, it ain't no coincidence I'm talking about New York. I got a New York guy on the feed with me. Have you seen this little dude named Tyler Kolek play?
No, I haven't seen him.
Oh, the little left-hand point guard. He was big. Now y'all watch this. I did some research for you. We almost there. Skip.
Okay.
Tyler Kolek played at Marquette, right?
Oh, the white guy.
Yes.
Yo, he's pretty good. He's damn good.
Hold up.
Real crafty.
Check it. Hey, hold up. This is my notes on it. Crafty left-hand point guard. Big East Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. Drafted number 34 overall. Hold up. Let me give you Jalen Brunson. Crafty left-hand point guard. Big East Player of the Year. Drafted 33rd overall.
Similar game.
Wow.
Similar game, same conference.
Wow.
Same toughness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coach, but what else you got to say, man? We got 6 minutes, man. Let me tell you something.
One thing about me, man, everyone knows around here, catch me in any gym, man. I love being around the kids, man. Like in this live period circuit, man, I'm probably more excited than the kids that's playing. But I'm so excited for them. to have again, everyone thinks this is about the NBA. No, you got a chance to further your education through the game of basketball, man. Get you a scholarship, and your parents have to take out loans, everything. That's an incredible thing, man. Now that when I look back at it all, and even though I played in the NBA really was going to college, man. I tell people all the time, man, I probably wouldn't have gone to college if it wasn't for basketball. Not getting a scholarship, right? So
Right.
for them to have these to be in these positions to get a chance for a school to say, "Hey, I would like for you to attend my school and they want to give you a scholarship." Man, it's an amazing thing. I just wish we could come together here in Houston and stop acting like we own these kids, man, and let these kids play basketball against their peers and their friends, and let the best play the best. Uh, and just again, and just bring back the fun to it, right? I think a lot of times, a lot of those guys, like we talked about before early in the show, is that they're also taking the fun out of it for the youngsters. And
Yes.
I was fortunate, I could say, man, I just left TJ's gym, just me, him, and I. We fellowship like every day.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, it was so much fun playing against each other and playing against the best in high school, college, and the pros. And now you got these guys run these programs. They're taking the fun and perhaps the love of the sport and the love for the competitiveness away from these youngsters, man. We need to just get that back together.
Skip. So when I get back for the golf time, because I'm in the West Coast, man. My grandson in there. I can't wait to get the show over where I can get in there with him. But let's make some time because I want you at the golf tournament. But I want to make some time. I want to sit down. I got a couple of things that I got into work just in my mind, and it's probably gonna take people like you and I to initiate it because a lot of these people are scared of the powers that be, and me and you in situations that we can we don't have to go alone to get along. So when I get, I'm telling
Right.
you, so just make some time. We're gonna hang out on the golf course, and but don't put that date in your thing because I don't want you to forget. Now put it in your phone. And,
I won't forget.
but I'm gonna stay out here for a little while longer because I'm trying to link some stuff that out here on the West Coast that's gonna be benefited for us out there in our city. So I can't wait to get back home. But man, I appreciate you. I'm glad you called me. I just I just and people don't understand when they have a resource like you walking around the gym. And I'm gonna repeat it again because some of y'all what on the beginning of the show, and he won't say it, but he's 1 in 4,000. Y'all, he's 1 of 4,000. Ain't but 4,000 of these guys ever walked the planet. 4,000 NBA players, y'all. It ain't been that many. I know y'all think it's been a whole lot of. It ain't been but 4,000 of them. And we got the resource in this city to just come in and give back to this city. Like Mo Taylor come and give back to this city. Like TJ Ford come and give back to this city. And I know y'all might not like their methods. I mean, you don't like everything. Man, Martin Luther King didn't like a thing that Malcolm X did. Malcolm X, but they had a one goal. They wanted to, and one of my favorite men in the world happened to be from your city, Adam Clayton Powell. And those guys didn't get along, but they had a common goal. And if I do nothing else with this platform, I'm trying to bring people together, not tear them apart.
Absolutely. I'm
You,
with you.
and I'm watching, and I'm glad that now you said, we've had to use a lot of these people ain't had sons in this thing. It's hard when you got your son in it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's different. We can say it, but it was different. Ain't no way. Listen, ain't no way in the world. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, the God's truth. I would have funded that team for 3 years if my son wasn't on the team or benefited from. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I had an 8th grader. Skip, you probably don't remember. He was on the bench with all of them 12th graders.
Yeah,
at the duel in the desert.
That's right.
He didn't play. But those kind of things right there, Skip, He got a lasting memory. He didn't play with some of the best players in the world. John Hinston was a pro. Rasheed Suleiman is a pro, not an NBA pro. D'Angelo Harrison was a pro.
Mm-hmm.
So he got a chance to do that, man. So it's so unique. And so it's going to take guys like me and you that's unbossed and unbought. You can't buy us. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
They've tried.
Yeah. You can't threaten me with not coming to my tournament. You can't threaten me. All you can do is not turn on the show. That's your fault. You missing out on this, coach. I'm giving these two.
They want my team in their tournaments, though.
See that? See that?
They know how tough it is to play against my team.
So we got to use that as power. Absolutely. We got to use, because these people don't understand, man. We got to show a sense of power, because these parents are scared. Skip.
And the problem too is they don't know. The parents don't know.
Yes.
Like, they're getting information from one person or individual, and the individual is telling them negative things about other individuals, and those parents are believing that, and they don't understand that person is telling you something that he wants you to hear, so that you can stay with his program and spend your money. You know what I mean, so many kids I've watched. I've been to Augusta last year. I've been to Under Armour previous year. I've watched a lot of kids go to these circuits who've been duped by these guys, and their kid is sitting on the end of the bench. You don't pay thousands of dollars for your kid to sit on the end of the bench, but you've been listening to this guy all these years.
So you're saying it's all right to listen to other people?
Absolutely. I listen to other people about my son.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
And keep in mind, I know a lot, but still, you might have Skip. Let me run this by you.
Yeah.
This came across my desk.
Yes.
This can help your son.
Yeah.
All ears.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people have been conditioned to tune out other people to listen to this one guy who is not doing right by you or your kid, but yet you don't know. You're not going to realize it till it's too late.
And I was laughing because I remember the first time I saw him, and I watched the game. You know, I got a unique gift, and I guess it's a gift. I can walk in a gym and you can go up and down the court 4 or 5 times, and I know what kind of player I know.
Absolutely.
I know who the dude is.
And here's the thing. I watched you do it.
Yes.
Because we were sitting together at the gym. We were sitting together at the Houston Christian tournament. And I said, "How would you do it?" He said, "Man, they were telling me about this kid right here that's on the court. The game just started. He ran but down twice." He said, No, that's not it. That's not it. And then the whole game played out, and the kid didn't have a good game. And he's like, "You said that's not it at the first 2 possessions." You're like, "That's not it."
Yeah. It don't take, y'all. I just gotta give. I've been doing this stuff for so long. I know what they look like. Hey, I know what they look like, and I'm gonna share with y'all some tomorrow early on the show what they look like. Get us out of here, Cliff Skip. Whatever you want to say, we're gonna get out of here after whatever you said then.
Real man, I love Hannah. Tell Jim Hicks I missed him. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. Shout out to all the players and parents that's traveling and trying to provide your kids the best opportunity to make it in this game and in life. And most importantly, shout out to Coos Elite, 15U, Pro 16 champions, any organization that want to play against us.
Where y'all playing this weekend?
Indianapolis, baby.
Are y'all going to Indianapolis? Okay. All right. So, hey, I'm going to hit you. Don't forget the 29th, the Vernon Dean Foundation Golf Tournament. I want everybody there. Go to Vernon Dean Foundation. Look up go Vernon Dean Foundation. Look it up. I'm on the board. Look it up and donate, because all the proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club, to the Boys and Girls Club. What else? Salvation Army. And y'all, I can't wait. Skip gonna be there. We gonna have a good time. Me and Skip gonna ride around in every hole and probably interview everybody. So we gonna work it out. But I'll see y'all later. Skip, thank you. But I'm bringing you. Hey, Skip, we coming right back now. I ain't gonna wait no long time. I want you back on. All right.
Pleasure.
Okay, baby. I'm out. We out. I done hit the button. Hold up. Hold up. There we go.